So, I know I don't really do much of anything on this channel, but I definitely don't do movie trailer reviews. But I feel like I had to do this movie trailer sort of review and discussion because this this trailer really really made me actually feel something again watching entertainment. Like I actually got a vibe and actually got an experience just watching this trailer to try to, and I don't know if the film will do it justice, but there is some merit in what is being presented here through the film. So I just want to kind of go through this trailer and we'll watch it together and I'll kind of comment a little bit about what I think about this trailer. So and some of the overall themes and perspectives that I'm getting. So you see, start here. This is Sylvester Stallone, great actor, absolutely phenomenal. He's basically the Chad Supreme for the longest time that we've had here. So got to give him mad props and mad respect. So he's he's like doing the trash here. So let's see what he's gonna do.
Wait up, wait up. What do you do with all this junk? Keeps me busy.
Another long night of crime and violence. Some say it's only a matter of time before the...
So notice how they set up the world. There's a lot of crime and violence, and it's the perfect allegory to modern day, in where there's a lot of cities who are allowing people to basically just run rampant. There's places where you can just essentially, if you steal under $1,000, you can actually get away with it. So those places, crime runs rampant, and no one generally feels safe or stable in the society. So it's really, I mean, even though you may not be in danger, there's a perception of constant danger, and that's why I think that like a lot of people, they'll be able to relate somewhat to this movie in that they see this kind of stuff in the real world, especially in the past few years.
The city implodes.
I think we're finished here. Go on, beat it.
So, some light humor. I like the sort of like casual humor that Sylvester Stallone is doing here. Like he's really casual with that kind of like, yeah, we're finished here. He has that nice touch of it. It's not the Marvel humor like the people who don't understand how people actually function and how the natural language of people would work in a situation like this. He says, yeah, like beat it, like get out of here. Yeah. It feels very natural and feels like something that even in a supernatural world it would actually be likely to how they would react. Not like, oh, I show my power, blah blah blah. Like he's super, he's super casual with it. So
I found him. Samaritan.
Samaritan died 25 years ago.
That's what they say.
You think you live across from a superhero? Do you have a therapist, kid?
love the symbol right here. Love the symbol. Like the S, like the weird shaped S they have here going on here. Or I think that's what they're going for. Like curving back into an S. Yeah.
Good. Samaritan's dead. I pick up
Cool suit. Cool kind of suit. Let's see, where is it at? Yeah, pretty cool suit.
I pick up garbage for a living, pal.
Samaritan cleaned up the streets.
You mind your business, I'll mind mine.
So he says Samaritan cleaned up the streets. And if you notice, they were talking about how all the crime and everything, and Samaritan comes in and he cleans up the streets. And like that's basically what this kid says he did back in the day. And this kind of cycle of people allowing things to get really bad, and then someone having to come in and really just clean it up. It seems like an inevitable cycle, the way that people either want to be allowed to do the most heinous things, or they want some sort of like order to be able to function in society. And this is why I think that this is sending a really good message and really good vibes. But more on that later. We'll discuss that more in depth once I kind of get through this trailer here.
I don't believe you! Are you okay?
I'm cool.
See, that's naturally funny. It's not like forced like Marvel. Like I mean, it is sort of the Marvel humor, but it's not like he had to. Uh, oh well, oh I'm so funny. It was naturally funny because it was a funny experience because the circumstances were funny.
How strong are you?
Not as strong as I once was. Things start to fall apart when you stop caring. And I stopped caring a long time ago.
So he says things fall apart when you stop caring, and if this is inevitably true, it's a truth that everybody would know. Like if you leave something be, you don't maintain it, you don't support it in any way, then it's gonna go, like it's gonna get bad and it's gonna deteriorate over time. So this is inevitable, like it's an inevitable thing. If you don't maintain or take care of yourself, it's going it's going to happen. So he talks about he stopped caring a long time ago. Yeah, I mean people will do that after a period of time.
How come you hate who you are?
For some people, it's too late to change the damage they've done.
And that's a great line. Like people feel over time that they don't feel like they don't feel redeemable, and that's what I think. Like this is really interesting to me because it's relatable. It doesn't need to be a supernatural. It doesn't need to be like in space. It doesn't need to be all of these sort of things that are over the top. This is a man who just did what he thought was right, and then when the time came, he also did what he thought was right by giving it up. And that's really the vibe that I'm getting here, is that he felt he was doing it right, and then something happens, and then he gives it up.
He's hiding something. I want him dead.
Really?
he takes he takes he takes a slide off of the pistol and just jabs him with it. That's crazy.
The things you bury tend to haunt you.
Why did you disappear?
Hey, old man! Try this.
So that was the trailer. If you came just to watch the trailer, then you know you can nope out at this point. But this is one of the best things that I've seen in media in a long time. It feels like it has real meaning and real purpose behind making entertainment. There used to be such, it would evoke thoughts and it would evoke feelings in you, and this really evoked feelings in me because in a world where it feels like there is no hope, and this guy feels like, the character that Stallone is playing feels like he has no hope, or that there is no hope for the society, that he can't do anything about it, that he's, kind of like the he's, just one guy kind of thing, that can't really make the impact that he feels like he could. So he just does his job as a garbage man, goes about his business, and does that. But he obviously he feels that he's, he could do this, and that's why he probably did it before, is that he wanted to have a positive impact on society. And that's the kind of stuff we need. We don't need necessarily goofy things about, I mean, some of it we need. We do need some goofy things about, things in space like Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever. We do need some kind of like lighthearted stuff, but we also do need some stuff to drive meaning and drive purpose. And this is one of the few trailers for anything that I've seen come out in like the past, almost feels like 10 years, that sort of drives a meaning and drives a purpose in this way. And you could tell by the name Samaritan. So the hero's name is Samaritan, and just that name alone, I'm honestly surprised that they would name it Samaritan, because it's sort of a reference to the Good Samaritan who would do good things, and it's a Bible, story. So the fact that they're even making the character, the character's name to be Samaritan, is actually surprising, given the current climate. So if, and the way that, obviously, like I said, the idea that he's like a good Samaritan, that he's trying to help the world, and that's that's something that's right, and that's something that's just, and we just don't see much of that in media anymore, because it's just all doom and gloom, or it's all all this media that you're seeing now is a lot of doomer, black pilled, very nihilistic. It's all through the lens of nihilism. It's all, we're doomed to die. Everyone's bad. Even the heroes are bad, like the boys or whatever. All the heroes are bad. Nobody's a good guy. Nobody can do anything right. But then here's somebody who used to do it, and he can still do it. He can still do the right thing. And hopefully they do a good job of telling the story throughout this. Hopefully it's actually a good film. I am looking forward to seeing this. Like the concept behind it, and the fact that I actually evoked something like primal, almost like something that I could feel like in almost like the spirit of heroism, like the way that the trailer is structured. Like I don't know. There's a lot of this sort of nihilism going on, and all this sort of like, yeah, let's just make everybody an anti-hero. Let's make everything milk toast. Let's make everything goofy or funny or whatever. And we just haven't got anything with real heroic traits or real admirable traits. And I mean, if anybody is going to play that role, Stallone is going to do it. I mean, look at Rocky. Like Rocky was the epitome of like being that kind of character of trying to build up and defeat, be the underdog, defeat the big bad, the guy, Russian guy, and stuff like this. That was the quintessential Rocky film. And then this is basically almost like a superhero ode to Rocky in this way. And it's just really, I hope that they do a good job on this. I really hope it's an actually good film, because the trailer has me interested in watching it. actually, for the first time in a long time, I've actually wanted to just, okay, when this comes out on release day, I'm going to watch it that night. That's one of the things that's rare for me at this point. Very rare for me to be like, oh, I want to see this on release day. So it's going to be interesting to see. So uh, watch the trailer, over if you want to sort of hyper analyze it. But I'm just trying to get some of these thoughts out there of we need more of this, whatever this is, whatever they're doing with this, more of it, because heroism, like real heroism, like this guy, he's just in the street. He helps this kid, um, and then just goes about his day. He didn't even think anything about it. He's not like he's not trying to be in the spotlight. He's not like a Tony Stark. He's not like all this other stuff. But he's just a dude, and he's doing his part, and that's all he needs to be. I don't know. This may be like too cerebral for something like this. Like maybe you know I'm overthinking it or whatever. But I definitely want to like get these thoughts out of there because like this did like give the feels, and I want more people to feel this kind of feeling because it's both a melancholy and it's a really good thing because things may be bad now, but there is hope, and that's kind of the vibe and the idea that I think that they were going for, and also just that I felt personally, and I think that it's more something we need more of, that we need to see. Hey, you're gonna be an underdog, but you can still come out of this on top, and everybody needs to, that's why we root for the underdog. That's why we do that. It's why we want to see the underdog win, because we know the underdog works harder, does more in all this. So it's just something that's really been eating away at me for a long time about how they do media like this. Like they just ignore the fact of how like human development, human emotion in the way that they want to see the world and see the future, because the current media is going to reflect the future in one way or another, and it influences people. And if they see something like this, it does evoke something in them to be heroic, or to be be the underdog that tries to rise to the occasion. So just a little bit of a sort of cerebral analytical thing to go on this, but I like the trailer. Like I said, hopefully it's gonna be a good movie. It comes out August 26th, I think. So if if when it comes around that time, I'll probably watch it, and then I'll post a little bit of a sort of just review discussion of it, and maybe give my sort of final thoughts on it. But that's all I wanted to do here. So if you've enjoyed this sort of mini rant here, uh, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.